Hello, everyone. It's Vickie. I don't know why why I always feel the need to say, "Hey, it's Vickie," like we're on the phone and you can't see my face. But hi, I'm Vickie Howell. If you don't know, I am the owner of YarnYAY, a knitters and crocheters and just yarn lovers subscription box. Every month you get what I like to think is a little box of yay, a little box of happy. It's my passion to introduce some gorgeous yarns and great tools and other things that I'm really excited about, most of which are created by fellow independent businesses. Hopefully you will love some of these things. You'll make them, and then you'll want to buy more from your local yarn store or your favorite Etsy seller or your favorite e-commerce place. Rising tide and all that. Okay, I am talking so much because for those of you that are familiar with this, I'm about to unbox September's. So I'm giving you a minute. This is a spoiler alert. If you are not at all interested in knowing what is going to be in the 5th YarnYAY box, get thee away and then come back another time when you're ready to go. So I'm giving you your 90-second countdown. It's Friday evening, so I've got my glass of wine. Hello to Elizabeth in Australia. Hi to Lori. Hi. We've got Alice in Tucson. We've got Connie in Boise from Twisted U. So good to see everyone. I love knowing where you're watching. One of the biggest things and the most important part of YarnYAY for me is community. So that's part of that I already spoke to. That's celebrating and helping raise up other independent, mostly female-owned, whatever possible businesses, but also the community that is around this box has been, just over the past 5 months that we've been doing this has been phenomenal. When you subscribe to YarnYAY, you have access to a private Facebook group. So for those of you that have followed me, over the years and are part of my, this larger Facebook platform that you're watching on today, it's awesome, but it's a little bit harder to have conversations. It's such a large platform that having a little bit of an intimate situation is sometimes great. And over in that group, we have knit alongs, crochet alongs. I do videos to support the patterns that are designed. We have live events that are exclusive, at least the live portion are exclusive. For example, this last month we had Rachel Denbow, a renowned natural dyer, come in and give a live lesson on the indigo shibori dye kit she put in. We had the CEO of Karin Skassel. We've had Della Q before. I've got some stuff set up for this upcoming month. So it's really just a lovely sort of extension. I really want this to be more than just a box of things that you get in the mail. I want it to feel like an experience. Okay, I think that I have babbled for enough. And now let's check out what is in store for September. Okay. The box. So here we are. If you have any questions, you can post them. I'm using a different format than usual. I'm normally doing this from my phone. Last time I was doing it from vacation. It was very windy, so I decided to do it in the most isolated place ever this time so that you could see and hear a little bit better. Okay, so let's open and see. All right. As always, you get a booklet with beautifully printed out booklet. And I'm going to get back to you on what this is because it seems a little counterintuitive to show you the projects before showing you the yarn. But I just like to always give a shout out. Just FYI, even the printing there's some mindfulness to it. The company that prints all of the booklets is local, Austin, Texas. It's actually owned by the best friend, one of my son's best friend's mom owns the company with her husband. And so even that, we start there. Okay, so first, I threw out a haiku. So those of you that are on the list already have a little bit of a clue, but part of it was about transition. We'll get to it. But the very last line says, "You will be packed." And that is because we are going to be playing with some baby alpaca. Blue sky baby alpaca, that is. Blue Sky is a great company that I have worked with on and off with for years. They are, it's a small business. It was founded by a woman, still run by a woman. She's grown it to be what it is today. She actually, you know, owned an alpaca, started spinning herself, and grew it into this huge business. So you are going to get a hank of alpaca, but this box, I kind of shook it up a little bit. There is going to be, at random, one of 3 colors. So you won't know what you're getting until you get it, but this is one of them. This is cornflower, and it's kind of an aqua blue. Y'all know how I feel about turquoise. It's kind of my signature color, so you get that. And then one of the other choices is this one. It's gorgeous for the season. This is called pomegranate. It's a beautiful garnet color. And then the third color is kind of a more, it's a grayish sort of periwinkle. It is called blue cheese. I wish you could feel how delightful this is. It is just a lovely, lovely yarn to work with. So you will get one of 3. It'll make it extra fun when we're watching on Instagram or in the Facebook group when we're making our stuff together, because everything will look beautiful and different, and you know, it'll feel even bigger than normal. But if you get a color that is not the one that you were hoping for, you can trade. In the Facebook group, you can trade. If you find a friend, hey, I really wanted the pomegranate, I'll trade anybody for the cornflower. If you decide to do that, we will give you a special code to get your shipping for this box refunded, or a refund towards the other, a credit for your shipping for the next box, rather. It's easier not to get into the details, but it's easier for us to do that. You'll just have to let us know. So let me say that again. That was not my smoothest presentation ever. Because I am experimenting this month by having 3 different colors that you will get at random. I don't know what you're going to get. Only our fulfillment house will know. In the group, if you have your heart really set on another color and you find a friend that will trade with you, I will give you a credit for that $3 shipping that you pay for this box, just out of good faith, because I want y'all to be happy, because there's no yay when you're not happy. All right, so Blue Sky Alpaca, gorgeous yarns. You're going to die. They're so delightful to work with. So that means that you have, I believe it's around 100. Why is the yardage not listed? In the 100-yard range. Okay, and this is, oh, it's right there in front of me. It's 100 meters, it's 110 yards, and it is 100% baby alpaca. So 100, 100, 100. All right. So what are we making with those? Okay, now let's look at the pattern. So you get the pattern book, right? Now, normally you get 2 patterns. I always do what YarnYAY does that not any other company that I know of in this business does, in the knitting subscription box business and crochet, is gives you 1 knitting and 1 crochet pattern, but for the same type of item. So if you're a knitter or you're a crocheter, you're still making the same item, just you're doing you, right? You're just making the same craft. And so that way I feel like everybody feels like they, you know, like they're included. Okay, so we are in September. Allegedly, we are about to transition into fall. I live in Austin, Texas. It is still 11 degrees here. It's miserable, but we're about to transfer into fall, transition into fall. So, right, I really wanted this box to be about those transitional accessories. So we are going to be making some mini or lightweight cowls like this one. So shorter than usual. We're utilizing our yardage, obviously, but this is a great cowl for, you know, when it's just a little crisp in the air. It's not full on wind, crazy town, but you just need a little extra something. We will be focused on spiral rib, which is maybe my favorite kind of rib. It goes back and forth between twisted rib and spiral rib. And you can use it either as a cowl or you could use it as a headband if you wanted. It's really light and airy. This yarn has a lovely, lovely drape, so it doesn't feel heavy and it sits kind of beautifully. So that's one of them. So that's one of the patterns. And yes, I saw a question come up here. There is a pattern. The patterns for everything I'm showing you are coming. So come with it. So there's the pattern, the pictures. I just started my son, my 16-year-old son, taking the photos because, you know, all in the family. So he's taking the photos for those. So that's why my face is in them this time instead of just flat. Okay, if you are a crocheter, we're going to be making still transitional. It's a taller cowl, but it's smaller, more fitted, and it also is really open. So it doesn't feel as hot as a thicker one. This one is not, this isn't the best thing for my hair in the world. This one is another, like, really just sort of beautiful, but lightweight, fun, fast project. Does not work with my earrings right now, though, let me tell you. Okay, so that's it. So we've got those two cowls. So normally that would be it on the patterns. 2 cowls, 1 knit, 1 crochet. But you know what? I was feeling a little sassy this time. And I just thought, I was looking at this yarn and I just thought, you know, I know that we did a set of wrist warmers for the very first box for our May box, but I look at this yarn and I think about a one hank project and I think wrist warmers. So you get a bonus 3rd pattern this time for what is going to be my go-to gift personally for the holidays this season, for some mini mitts. Aren't they adorable? I'm just in love with them. There's a little, now the difference between these mitts, well, there's a lot of differences between these mitts and the ones from the last box, but the main difference is that these are made flat. I listened to you, I heard you. I knew some of you weren't as into working on double pointed needles or using the magic loop method. So these are actually made flat and then seamed together. They've got a little bit of thumb detailing around. Let me see if I can do. You can see, so there's some nice detailing around the thumb. Still using this. This is a different program than normal. You've got a little bit of twisted ribbing, which I mentioned a little bit ago. These are really light. Again, a great piece for the fall. These, if you know somebody who texts or tweets or knits or crochets and they need a little bit, they need to keep their wrists warm, these are perfect. And I'm telling you, I'm one hang project. So, you know, affordable if you want to go out and get more baby alpaca, which you should. It looks like you've made, you know, a $50 gift. And they're just, I love them. I think I'm going to live in these this season. So that is that. So we've got the yarn. We've got 3 patterns. We've got a booklet that shows the directions. And then also, because this is print and we've got space constraints, we go a little bit smaller in the font. It's probably, well, it's between a 10 and a 12. But I also, for those that could use the ability to have a larger font by zooming in on their iPads or whatnot, we also send you the digital file a few days after boxes ship. So, and also at the beginning of each booklet, I tell you a little bit about the companies that you are helping to support that are in there. Okay, let's move on. So the next thing is from my friend Kristen Ondal. For those of you that watch the Knit Show, you might have remember her from the lace episode. She came on to show the beautiful lace vest. She is an entrepreneur and an author. She's a TV personality and she owns a yarn company. And one of her products is in partnership with, I think it's called, I never remember. I think it's Eucalyptus. If it's Eucalyptus, I apologize. But her product is called Rapture. If we are going to be working with beautiful yarns like the baby alpaca, you want to make sure that you care for it with a really gentle soap. So this is a wash. This is enriched with lanolin and jasmine oil. It smells lovely. You're getting a travel size. This is great to throw in a bag if you go to a retreat and you want to block stuff while you're on, or just any time that you need to wash your alpaca or any of your natural fibers. You want to use a lovely wash. And Kristen will be coming into the Facebook group to give you tips on caring for and washing your garments. So that is a bonus with the September box. Okay, next up, Another female-owned company, Coco Knits. Great company. Her specialty is really modern and usable tools and accessories. I have her mats, her blocking mats and T-pins. I have a magnetic wristband from her. I have a great sort of needle and stitch holder that's on a leather cord. But what we are going to be using this month actually gives a nod to an Ask Me Monday, which is my weekly Facebook live show. I have every Mondays at noon Central. This last one that I did was tips on caring for your needles. And one of the things that I talked about is using needle point stitch stoppers, because it protects the points of your needles, but it also keeps your stitches from sliding off of your needles. So Coco Knits has put together this package of stitch stoppers. There's colorful. There's 24 pieces, and the pieces in here, the culmination of them accommodate needles from size 0 all the way up to size 15. So you'll be able to use these for many of the boxes past and future. These are great if you, not only to protect your needles, as I mentioned it before, but if you're like me and you throw your projects in a bag. I'm always knitting in the car line when I'm picking up my daughter from school, or if I have, if I'm in the car in the passenger seat and my husband's driving, I just throw stuff in there, and it's really easy for your stitches to fall off your needles. So this will also include. So some great stuff already, an amazing box. I'm so thrilled with this one. There's one bonus that is also courtesy of Blue Sky Alpaca that has a $9 value. I'm only telling you the value because you can't judge a book by its cover. Don't throw away this wee baby card that you're going to see in your box, because it is good for a complimentary pattern from the Blue Sky Fibers website that has a value of up to $9. So it can be any of their patterns from $3 to $9. So if you find that you fall in love with this baby alpaca and you want to make one of their beautiful shawls or sweaters, or even just check out one of their other yarns, you can then download one of their patterns to go with that yarn for free. So that's just an extra bonus. They threw that in for good measure, because working together. So that is it, my friend. I hope that you're as excited as I am. Again, I say this every time. I wish that there was Feel-O-Vision on these videos, because this yarn is a delight. So just to recap, you're getting one hank in one of these colors, either pomegranate, blue cheese, or cornflower, which is 110 yards. You're getting a card to download a free pattern from Blue Sky Fibers. You're getting a pattern booklet designed by me with 3 patterns for a spiral rib mini cowl, a open weave crochet cowl, and the bonus Gifty mitts. You're getting the Coco Knits, a whole package, 24 pieces of stitch stoppers, and the yummy smelling, oh so soft making Rapture Travel gift wash. Whew, that was a lot, and I'm so happy about it. Okay, so here's the scoop. So sales open. I'm doing this a few days earlier than usual. I'm about to head out for, if you're watching live, it is Friday the, I believe, 7th. I just finished writing a book, so my brain is absolute mush, which is why I'm not really forming complete sentences here. But I'm doing it a little bit earlier because we're getting on a plane to go to one of my high school friends' weddings. So I wanted to be able to do it before it was time for them to go live. So if you are already a subscriber, you will be charged on the 11th. So just so you know, check it. Make sure everything works for you. But the actual sales will open up on the 13th. And all you have to do to get yours, and I'm putting it up on the site right now, is go to yarnyay.com. So go to yarnyay.com. Right now, you can actually add your name if you haven't already, and you will be notified as soon as we go live. Just add your name to the list. So I will go through the questions that I've seen coming up throughout this broadcast, and I will answer them offline. Again, just go to yarnyay.com, and you can now just add your name. On the 13th at 12 p.m. Central, you will be able to join. We have sold out every month for the first 4 months of our existence. So don't delay. And I am so looking forward to continue to knit and crochet with those of you that have been with me since the beginning or just joined me this month, and really excited to meet new friends and just welcome you. We are all about the yay in our community, and we cannot wait to scream it with you. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your week. Take a little time to be creative, and I will see you on the flip side.